I've had a bunch of cars, and I'm back to minis. And you know, I was just looking at stuff online again last night, and I see cars that I used to own, and it's like, oh, you know, I wish I still had that one, or I had that again. And then I always come back to, what is the point of owning it? Very often, you can get very confused about why you do things. And the point for me is that it's not to look at. I don't want the prettiest. I'm using it. So this is my 1979 Mini, Mini 1000, which now has a 1275. I believe it was originally sold in northern BC, Prince Rupert or something like that. But yeah, it's a Canadian car, not an import. The real thing, with all its warts. So next weekend, we're going to do the Thunderbird Rally, which is part of the Western Canadian TSD Rally Championship, which I don't compete in, but I do the event. It is approximately 1,000 kilometers of 4 service roads in the snow, in the mountains in BC in February. This will only be my 3rd rally that I've ever entered in all those years, 25 years or so. I went as navigator twice, which is appalling because I'm the world's worst navigator. and so yeah, I've been supporting it and then helping a little bit with setting the courses up and stuff like that. And then eventually I got a work truck, which was a great sweep truck. So I did sweep for quite a few years. That's always enjoyable, pulling the people that screwed up out. My favorite part of pulling people out is when you arrive, you come around the corner, and before you see the car, you and your navigator say, oh, we have a customer, because you can see the tracks, and the tracks don't lie. You come around the corner, the car's exactly where you think it's going to be. The absolute horse crap you have to listen to about the heroics that they did before they went off the road, but to listen to them over and over, and then finally, when you finally get the car out at the very end, and you look at them and go, so like you went in too fast and you locked up your wheels like an amateur and went in the ditch? Yeah.
It only works when that's grounded, but that thing is live, and I'm worried we're now making our ground live. Wires are missing, and wires stopped places, and we don't know what happened to that. So now the headlights and the high beams are on their own relay. We got a relay for the auxiliaries, and we have power for our brake switch. So electrically, it's a bit of a mess, and I'm kind of worried about it. I'm kind of worried about the rough roads and more stuff going on. But I wouldn't say it's rally ready, but we'll make it work.
I think the car is at its point where it is totally ready and the car wants to just jump in and do it and complete it. I feel like it is.
The biggest reason for taking a Mini, I've had other classic cars that I would not take on the event. Everything is available for my Mini. I can prang a fender up and have one in the mail in 3 days. That's a good fit, a good quality part. I can mess up the interior, and for 50 bucks, I've got a new carpet set. Everything is available, everything is simple, everything is repairable on this car. And it really adds to your confidence in being able to do this kind of thing.
Kevin found a faulty ground and we added a second ground to it.
Faulty ground.
The computer is supposed to be our ground and it's not grounding internally. So we just grounded it to a seatbelt bolt.
That's a good solid connection.
Oh yeah, really illegal in a modern car.
Literally, there will be corners that I am just overcome with the fun of it, and using my handbrake, even though it screws up the odometer, it makes my navigator yell at me, and my foot to the floor, just because it's fun, you know?
The duty as timers is you're given a specific spot that you have to go to, and you have a clock that's got a timer section. They're all synchronized. All the different timers have a clock that's synchronized. And then as the cars pass by, you click the clock and then you're able to write down the number of the car and its time. And then afterwards with a sheet, they're able to compare. And the goal of the rally is for the individual cars to get as close as possible to that specific time that they're supposed to be at each stop, but they don't know where the stops are, so it's an average speed deal. But so being hidden is kind of a big part of it, because you don't want them to know where you are, otherwise they'll slow down or speed up. You gotta catch them by surprise. Well, it's fun because it gets you out to these random spots you would never get to normally, and you pretty much end up doing the rally itself, getting to the spot, and then once you have done timing all the cars, you have to get in your car and race ahead of everyone who's doing the rally to get to your next spot. So it's like almost like a rally on its own. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
We get to enjoy getting stuck as well. I'll let Philip explain.
Well, I thought it was like 6 inches deep, but I think the snow is like 3 feet.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna go with 3
yeah,
feet, maybe 3.5.
The bumper's completely buried.
Tony's very impressed.
Yeah,
I've seen it before,
and we're
gonna see it again too at some point. I'm pretty sure.
That's, a little. Yeah.
So you know, brand new Toyotas have this automatic crawl feature where it can unbury itself.
Yeah.
You don't have that update on this car, do you?
No.
I don't know if we're having a more fun time or if Mark's having a more fun time.
We're having fun. Rumor has it we were 10 seconds fast on one of the timing points. That's possible. Pretty slippery though. The car's running fantastic, taking the big hits. And yeah, I thought I was gonna rebuild the motor, but I think I'll leave it just the way it is because it's working fantastic. For me, the rally is a lot of kilometers on some great roads with a bunch of car people, and there's a competition going on that I am somewhat involved in. I'm not really uptight about winning my class. It is an opportunity to take the Mini on roads that it was kind of designed for. You know, it was designed in 1959. There was more gravel roads than paved roads at that point. And it's a chance to just take it out and really, really use it. The other thing is these are pretty heavy metal. You can put this into a snowbank an awful lot of times without worrying about denting it. If you put it sideways into a snowbank, you might dent the door, but that's probably about it. There's a lot of security in driving this car. I get to drive it kind of on the edge for a large portion of the weekend and not be an irresponsible jerk. And I get to go out and drive hard at trying to average 30 kilometers an hour because I'm doing 15 on the corners. And it's very enjoyable driving. It's so beautiful.